everyone, I am Neelam Singh from Quadrant Knowledge Solutions. I handle supply chain and procurement domain. Today I have with me Joe Couto, Executive Vice President, Robotics and 3PL at Körber Supply Chain. Pleasure having you, Joe, for today's session.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you as well. It's been a long time.
We would be discussing about Körber's capabilities, market positioning and strategy. So, my first question to you, Joe, is after the creation of Körber Supply Chain, integrating multiple companies and solutions portfolio, all ranging from software, robotics, to consulting and implementation, what is Körber's positioning strategy in the overall supply chain software market?
Well, we have a unique approach. First is our focus on end-to-end supply chain solutions. We will continue to expand our portfolio as we did with the addition of the enVista product portfolio with distributed order management and freight auditing and pay services. Secondly, we're driving digital automation in the warehouse with our voice and AMR solutions. We are very intentional about digital automation in a sense that it doesn't matter which WMS is in the warehouse, competitive WMSs I'm referring to, not just different Körber WMS solutions. We will deploy digital automation supported by our intellectual property such as voice and unified control software, UCS. We are global voice leader already, and we see there's a joint digital world in terms of AMR and voice becoming one. And I'll share more about that if we have time at the end of the interview.
Oh, thank you for the elaborate answer, Joe. My next question is, for the last 3 years, Körber is aggressively pursuing the AMR market as an end-to-end solution or implementing partner. Can you please highlight some of the value propositions of your AMR solution portfolio?
Certainly. As I said a moment ago, we are intentional about AMR, building a business regardless of the WMS, connect to any WMS, not just our own. Secondly, a multi-vendor portfolio of bots. We currently have 5 different partners that provide different solutions that we believe are complementary. And it's really about designing a complete solution for our customers and selecting the right product to fit the customer's needs. In some cases, and this is already happening quite often, is that we are delivering multiple manufactured bots in a single site. We design and deliver the complete solution in addition to bots, where it could be a pick-to-light system, a put-to-light system, some conveyor, and other types of automation that complement the bots. In addition, we're also partnering with Körber Supply Chain Automation, where there could be some fixed automation in addition to sort of the mobile bots that will be part of the overall solution. Thirdly is a complete portfolio of software. As you know, we have WMS, TMS, order management system, etc. And now combined with UCS, voice and labor, and what makes our UCS solution unique is that it manages all things in the warehouse, whether it's people with voice, people with bots, fixed automation in the warehouse, and different bots, different manufactured bots, pick to light, put to light, as I said a moment ago. All of that is managed with our UCS. And as I said a moment ago, we see voice and UCS coming together as one, where instead of having a flat screen on a bot or a screen at a station for a goods-to-person bot, we see that voice can play a role in augmenting the productivity of people leveraging voice technology with bots. So there's more to come. We'll see how that goes in some of the projects that we're having, but pretty excited with the early results that we're seeing.
Wow, that's interesting. Is there any region-specific focus for providing AMR solutions? And if so, can you share some light on your geography-specific strategy for AMR solutions?
No, there's no region that there isn't a specific region focus. Obviously, through the acquisition of Cohesio in Australia now over 3 years ago, that's a business that's been doing AMR now for over 4 years, so they're pretty mature, well-established player. We are a clear market leader, and not only are we market leader, we're a market leader in the retail segment, the e-commerce segment, and the 3PL segment in that region. So We're very committed to growing that region, not only in ANZ, but also in Southeast Asia, as we do have a footprint in Southeast Asia as well, and we'll continue to expand that. As it relates to, closer to, Americas and EMEA, that's also a very large market for us. We have a very large base of customers, employees that enable us to grow rapidly in these regions. We are off to a great start in the first year and a half, and we're pretty excited with the results to date and expect really nice growth over the next few years. Our mobile digital solutions focus is really looking at delivering mid-size projects to tier 1 companies.
Thank you for your answer. We would be happy to understand the factors that contributed to the robust threefold growth of your AMR business last year.
Well, the factors that are driving sort of robust threshold for AMR are really, I think this topic is pretty well known, I guess, and been written up many times, but I'm happy to touch on sort of the three things. Obviously, there's rapid growth of e-commerce, as we all know. There's high demand for warehouse workers. It exceeds the supply. There aren't enough people, obviously, in the workforce. Increased hourly rates for workers due to shortage of people. Also, a phenomenon that we're seeing is sort of workforce not showing up for work. So people accept a job position and within a day or two just don't show up, don't even have the courtesy of calling their supervisors. So it creates unpredictability, which is a problem in supply chain, as we can all imagine. And then, frankly, COVID triggered early retirement for many people. There was people just left the workforce. So all of these add up to what's really driving the acceleration and the growth of AMR in the industry, which is pretty phenomenal to live in a time and watch this happening.
Now, I have a very interesting question, Joe. At Quadrant, we really understand your investment in Körber One platform to offer end-to-end cloud-based supply chain software. How do you see the market traction for the cloud versus the traditional licensing model? And this is a question just for our understanding of the market as a whole.
How do I see the market traction on cloud versus traditional licensing? We see it in the mid to I would say in the near to midterm that most companies will only be delivering solutions in the cloud. I mean, not only ourselves, but if you follow the top 3 WMS organizations, there's a lot of the revenue is driven from the cloud, and it's growing quite rapidly. And I think in the very near to midterm, you'll see companies being exclusively cloud.
Thank you so much for this answer, Joe. Can you also highlight some of the unique capabilities of your voice, vision, and mobility solutions? For the last event, Körber Elevate, that our team attended, we found a lot of your customers were really interested in your voice solutions. Can you please share some light on that?
Well, I'm glad you're bringing up voice because, voice is sometimes overshadowed by AMR. AMR is sort of, understandably, it's kind of nice technology and it's growing rapidly. And voice is a proven solution that's been around for a long time. It still has tremendous value in the marketplace. There's great ROI with voice. We see a high interest of voice, and voice has changed in the last few years. Number one, now Android voice is what's available. It's a lot more cost effective, and it's available as on a cloud as a software as a service model. So it's really changed the dynamic. You don't need a large investment. Secondly, we offer a native voice solution, or we can overlay our screen to voice. We can take any WMS solution and really overlay it with our screen to voice and offer voice, not just for order selection, order picking, but really for other facets of where voice in the warehouse makes sense. And then we have some cases where we're really applying voice, not just in the warehouse, but outside of the warehouse with fleet service and maintenance. There's another application for voice technology as well.
Continuing to my previous question, can you also share some perspective on your vision towards the omni-channel OMS market post your recent acquisition of enVista?
The vision is to combine OMS and WMS together and manage the customer experience from demand signal to the omni-channel fulfillment execution across all the inventory nodes in any supply chain network, and that's key, any supply chain network. We're pretty bullish on enVista's OMS as it scales at the enterprise level and has an international footprint that aligns with our geo footprint, whether it's North America, EMEA, APAC, LATAM. Our conversations with our existing customers and prospects expands now to digital commerce leaders, retail store executives, and brand owners that want to be able to service their customer from anywhere, anytime, and source inventory from anywhere, anytime. So basically, anywhere, any place, and any time is what's really where we're focused at.
This was a very interesting discussion, Joe, for me and everyone listening to us. I'm sure with the current capabilities of Körber, you are well positioned in the supply chain market. All the best to you, and thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
I appreciate you asking me to spend a few minutes, and hopefully, this is beneficial to you as well. Thank you very much.